everyone. Welcome to today's intermediate analytics capsule on exploring usage metrics and some fields even that we can potentially generate some usage metrics of our own with some bar charts and some indicators. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right. The first thing I wanted to show you are some system reports that are available to you out of the box when you buy the platform. So these you can access right away. What you can do is we have one on usage metrics, and to find them, you can go to the analytics section here and make sure you're in the reports area. We could just use that search feature at the top, and all we need to do is find our usage metrics report. It's actually just called usage metrics, and we could click on it, and we actually do get some very nice usage data available to us right away. A few examples of this would be the total number of active users I have, how many of them have logged in the last month, the total logins per month on my active user base. So 2 in July, 1 logged in August. We can even get a full view of the total logins each month. We could even look at some of the actions that are being taken by our users in Borealis. Are they updating, creating records, reading them, deleting them? We have a lot of really nice charts here available to you right out of the box that you can view and just get some very helpful usage statistics. Let's get ahead and start building our own out now, but just wanted to show you what's available to you right away. Okay, so we're back in the analytics section of Borealis, and what we're going to do is look at one of my favorite usage-based analytics data points, which is the creation user of records. Maybe we want to monitor the amount of records that are being created for certain staff members or by certain staff members. And the way we could do that is actually just pulling that data from the form. So I can hit create. We'll take a chart maybe in this case. And then I need to think about the form. So if I want the creation user of communications, I need to pull from the communications form right there. And then we'll just hit next. And it'll open up that bar chart where we have the planned and recorded, and it's counting the total number of communications. We do want to look at the total number of communications in the system because we want to split it up by who's creating what. So we'll leave this alone. But what we want to do is adjust the category in this case. And this is actually where that creation user data point resides. If I click on this and I simply just type in creation user like so, I could select it, and then you can see who's creating values in the system. So our admin has created 2,531 records. I have created 413 records, and Louis here has created 506 records. This just gives us the total number. It doesn't really tell us much about the usage. Maybe we're more curious about looking at the usage for a certain month, like what number of communications were created in a certain month. Maybe not the date they're happening, more so the date that they are created. Well, we can also do that, accomplishing the filters to slice and dice the data. We could say, I only want to include things that were created or the creation date of these communications for the last month. And then it's only going to give us the information for the last month or the last 30 days. So in the last 30 days, I created 413 communications, and our other user, Oliver, here only created 2. This is a dynamic filter that will adjust as time progresses. So you don't need to make this adjustment. It's always going to show you for the last month. And this is one of my favorite ways to just see who's creating what in a certain amount of time. It works very much the same for different forms. You can always pull the creation date and creation user for most records inside of Borealis. Let's go ahead and take a look at another chart now, but let's go ahead and click Save first. Another one of my favorite ways to analyze usage data is to use a line chart widget type to look at some of the activities that users are doing in the system. We're actually going to pull this from a brand new form I'm going to show you. So let's hit the create button. The line charts are inside of charts. Now, do you see we have some user features here? Like we could see information on the users, their profiles. We can even look at login statistics, uh, what's on their homepage, feature flags, and activities. Let's see what type of activities our users are doing, and let's just hit next and see what's available to us. So it looks like our users have undergone a lot of different activities, like, actioning something, doing a batch action, creating a record, deleting a record, reading records, updating records. We have a lot of cool actions that are available to us to report on. But maybe we want to look at the actions our users are doing on a monthly basis. Well, if you remember, and we take some of the practices that we learned from our previous video, we can accomplish that. So I'm looking to divide up the number of actions by the dates that they happen. So let's see if I have anything that I could split that up by just by typing in date. Oh, it looks like we actually have a creation date for the activities or these activities that you see here on the right side. If I select that, it'll generate the data in a different manner. Actually, it's set to show me the number of activities that are happening every single day. And that's a little too detailed. We can always adjust the grouping of our date type categories right here in the grouping type. So if we change it to monthly, now you see it just goes by monthly for each year. So here's how many were done in January. Here's how many were done in February, for example. But this still doesn't tell us the type of activities that are undergone each month. It's only telling us the total number. If you remember from our previous intermediate analytics capsule, using subcategories is the way we could divide up these lines even further. So out of the 12,237 activities that underwent in January, how many of them are a read action? How many of them are an update, for example? That's when we would use subcategories to split that number up further. So let's check our subcategories box. If you remember, the action types are simply just listed as action. And if we put that in, now it gives us a bar chart that shows us the different actions that are happening each month. With this data, we can then change the view, knowing that this is correct, to maybe just giving us something that's more so better at displaying time series data like a line chart. And there you go. You can see your hills and valleys. As always, you can remove certain actions. Like, for example, maybe if you don't care about the number of records read, we can always slice and dice using our filters, maybe to exclude the action type of red. And now it's gone from the chart, and we just have more meaningful data here to us now. This is another one of my favorite ways to analyze usage data. I'm going to give you one more chart for this capsule here, and then we'll go ahead and review what we learned today. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Thank you everyone today for learning about the creation date, creation user, and time series data, and even some of the system reports that we have available to you in usage metrics. As always, I hope you have a great day. Take it easy, and we'll see you in the next video, and enjoy. Thank you.